What is up, YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. Now, I have tested, used, broken a lot of keyboards over the years, and most last a pretty specific amount of time, and then they get replaced. I wanted to do this video 6 months after purchasing the ASUS ROG Azoth, and I'm happy to report that this thing has not left my desk since the day I bought it. I've used it for everything: editing, gaming. I've even traveled with it, used it in a mobile setup. So today I want to talk about some of the things that I really like after 6 months of continuous daily use. And let me be straight up with you. At the beginning of this video, I think ASUS knew exactly what they were doing when they made this keyboard. Alright, let's get into it. The OLED screen is mostly a flex. I keep mine on a music waveform or one of these screensaver animations. And to be totally honest with you, you don't really need an OLED screen on your keyboard. It's just one of those really nice features that adds a personal touch to your desktop, a little bit of a style. It is helpful to display the battery level, logo, any system stats I may want, but honestly these could be in your tray on your monitor and it wouldn't make much of a difference. The knob and the controls are a really nice feature to cycle through onboard. Profile settings, lighting, adjust volume. It's a really nice touch. Now, if you've spent any time around this channel, you know I love customizing and tweaking things. And other than testing out some different key switches, out of curiosity, I have not changed a single setting on this keyboard. From the day I bought it, with the exception of swapping the stock key switches, I haven't modified this keyboard in any way. I did take it apart once just to see how it's built. The hot swappable PCB, the pre-lubed key switches, the included dampening foam. And in the first video, I said that this keyboard, I think when ROG made it, they wanted to blend some more premium gaming features with the enthusiast keyboard market. Okay, so I do want to address one issue that came up in some of the comments of the original video. There have been some entries on the ROG forum, a few reviews on the Amazon site that mention some double presses, some issues with certain key switches, and there was a lot of speculation about whether this was a firmware issue, if it was a specific type of key switch. I went down the rabbit hole of Reddit threads and ROG forums, and from what I can gather, there appeared to be an issue with the MX red key switches. I picked up a sample pack that included some MX Reds, and I was not able to recreate this issue. They were getting like ghost inputs or double inputs, and to date I have not had an input issue with the keyboard. And I will note that in every case I reviewed on the ROG forum, the original requester was able to resolve their issue with ROG customer support, so that's encouraging. Now, I want to get into who this keyboard might be for. Now, if you're just looking for some RGB and macros, this keyboard might be overkill. It has a fairly steep entry price, and I do think it's worth it. But if you care about sound, feel, aesthetics, switch quality, hot swappable PCBs, and a long-haul comfort investment keyboard, I think this is the one for you. For me, the sign of a truly great keyboard is when you're using another you truly miss the experience. And with that, I want to thank you so much for checking out the video. Please leave any comments, questions. Have you used the Azoth? Have you had any issues? So happy to hear from you. And with that, until next time.